Today, I would like to show you a really cool product that a man named Randy Hatton, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. It's Hatton, Randy Hatton. He has created a company called Vibrant Vital Water. And the product I'm going to show you today that he created is called a Vortex Magnetic Energizer. VME. You'll hear me just say VME, so that's what it is when you hear me say that. And then here's his business card. And the reason that I am actually going to show you this product today is because, him and I have never even spoke besides the initial time that I purchased this product, which was back in 2020. It was right 2020, 2021. It was one of the very first YouTube algorithm, spiritual communication, directional algorithms that I was given. The universe brought me to this person's YouTube channel, and this is how I came upon this product. This product is going to assist with something that's very important that many of us are not thinking about if you're still in the process of learning the awakening and spiritual awakening journey. We obviously, a lot of us currently know that we should be always using osmosis water and adding some type of electrolyte or trace minerals, and or like hydrogen water, as well as alkaline water. And that keeps the water, that helps you to ensure that you're getting clean water on a physical level. But what about the energetic side of things? This was something I didn't think about with water, which is interesting because think about it. We have to cleanse everything. We cleanse our physical bodies with, water and salt bath, salt cleansings, right? We cleanse our spirit self with things like sage, Palo Santo, frankincense, myrrh, salt, on that, because it cleans it on the physical and the spiritual with the salt too. Same thing. And we obviously cleanse our items, things. We have to cleanse our rocks. And then, with sage, that's one way. Also speaking intentions into things to help contribute to that cleansing. So with all that said, of course, we would need to energetically cleanse our water. We are 70 to 90% water, depending upon which statistical source you reference, but we'll just stick with the 70% right now. So we're at least 70% water. And if you've read that book, I've spoke about it before, many people have, it's a good reference book, if you're still trying to understand how we're water, the earth is this much water, our cells are made up of this much water, and words matter, right? So this product helps cleanse the energy of the water, because obviously you're getting the water, even if it's osmosis water, maybe you're adding some trace minerals to it, but where's that water been? What has it been around? What negative energy could have absorbed into it before you're putting it into your body? This product helps to ensure that before it goes into your body, that the energy is cleansed as well. And this, you can taste the difference when you use this. You cannot, you would definitely can use this for your own water, but you can use this for your animal water. And I would use this with the animals that I would take care of as well. And you could see the difference in them. I use this with my own animals, and I always ensure that before I give them water, it's definitely clean water, but it's energetically cleansed as well. So let me get into this product and who this person is. So like I mentioned, back in late 2020, beginning of 2021, I think it was more late 2020, is when So I've had this product for going on 6 years now. And I'm going to show you what you would need to do. First of all, just so you know, the product back then when I bought it, oh, actually, here's my sticker. Actually, it was 6/17 of 22. My bad, it was a little off. But so it was $125 for the product, and then there was a $10 shipping. So in total, this is a $135 investment, well worth your money. If you don't have the money to do it this way, because you're also going to put your intentions into the water while you're using this, but that is another way. Also putting your clean water by cleansed crystals, and having crystals, whether it's inside the bottle, depending upon which crystals, or at least around the bottle, and around the water, I should say. So that's how much the product can cost. Or will cost. I like I said, I don't know what it's at these days. So that's just a roundabout at least. I showed you the business card. The man who created this product his name is Randy Hatton. And he was a deep sea fisherman who worked on the ocean and in the seas all his life, and really was immersed within water. And then within his calling, decided that it was his mission to ensure that the clean, energetic water is what is his mission to provide and assist and support the collective with. So he created this product called the Vortex Magnetic Energizer. And this is the little bag that so here's the two pieces, which I'll get into in a second. And these both, you can put them in here, and that's how you can hold them. But as you can see, and I'm going to go into explaining what all this is. This is the biggest piece of it. You got these two pieces. This is the copper. He calls it specifically here, and I just call it my circular copper for now. And then you can see here, this is going to connect on both sides, because we're going to put one, on the bottle that has the water, and then we will put the empty bottle on top of that, and I'll show you that here in a second. But what I'd like to do next is quickly it comes with the Vortex Magnetic Energizer, and that's again the name of his company, Vibrant Vital Water. Okay, so like he says right away, congratulations, you just made one of the best investments for your health that you will ever make. And I, being somebody who's used it and continue to use it, and I provide people with energetically clean water because of this. I'll leave people that I would help them take care of their animals. I would leave this for them in their fridge. Welcome to the Vibrant Vital Water community. So see, he's starting a collective. Our long-term success depends on earning your satisfaction. Our pledge is to ensure your 100% satisfaction with your new improved VME. The 1999 patent has been updated for the new improved VME. Each VME is handmade with integrity and honor. We have imprinted specific resonance frequencies into the gold-plated magnets right here. So there's there's 4 of them, okay, all the way around. So he's saying we have imprinted specific resonance frequencies into the gold-plated magnets to enhance the healing energies of the water. So unit components is 1 custom carry pouch, which I showed you right here, 1 earth resonance ring, and that's the copper ring. Sorry, I've had mine for a while, so yeah, it's a little older. 2 sacred geometry stickers so these are called the mountains. Here, he has it in here, and I know what the names of them are, but Mountain Valley spring water bottles that are pretty much everywhere, at least in the United States, I'm aware. And you'll find them a lot at the, organic or holistic stores for sure, as well as, certain grocery stores. But he recommends these green bottles definitely over plastic. You can use plastic but it's always better to go with glass. And you want to, once you get them, you want to rip off or peel off any of the stickers that they have on it, because again, you want to put your good words, your good intentions. Any words that would be left on the bottle would be what the water would soak in as information. And so we want to give it a clean slate. And then when he first gives you this, he gives you 2 sacred geometry stickers. So sacred geometry, you know, and sacred geometry is very important as far as helping to recode our DNA and help us ascend as well. So since I've had this for so long, unfortunately, and because I've moved quite a few times since that time period, in like 6 years. Yeah, I've moved 10 times, I guess, since then. So, unfortunately, I've lost the original that had the 2 stickers. But just having them bare is good as well, or make your own, you know, after you get through his, if you have to, you know, replenish your bottles and start over. I find that I do like to, you know, over time, you reuse the bottles, or reuse until, you know, you can't get them clean anymore, because after putting the trace minerals in, mine start to get, you can kind of probably see it there, like just a little filmed up a bit, and that's just from the trace minerals coming into it. Okay, so then you also get 1 VME containing 4 high-powered 5,000 GAUSS, and I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's GAUSS, GAUSS, neodymium, and that's NEODYMIUM magnets. So these magnets are called GAUSS neodymium magnets. So that's what you'll get with this. Instructions for assembly and use now. You're going to acquire 2 glass bottles of, he, like I say, recommends the Mountain Valley spring water just because the VME fits best on these. Or any plastic water bottles, such as the 50 milliliter Smart Water, the Essentia, the Kona Deeps, or any 2-liter pop bottles will work too. We highly recommend removing labels from glass bottles and replacing them with the sacred geometry stickers. So you'll rinse the bottles and the VME thoroughly with warm water. Dry the VME promptly to avoid rusting the magnets. Fill 1 bottle, and as you can see, I've already now have 1 bottle filled. Fill 1 bottle 3/4 of the way full. And he just mentions that, like I did that at first when I started, but now I'll pretty much fill mine here, because you just want to give yourself enough time. You'll see once I try to get the get it swirling, you'll see that it's just a little bit easier to get it going if you have a little less, you know, all the way to the top. So fill 1 bottle 3/4 of the way full. Place the earth resonance ring on the neck of the bottle. When using reverse osmosis or distilled water, we recommend adding a high quality electrolyte product and then he has his recommendations in here. So that's really up to you, what you're comfortable with using. This is one of the products I'm currently using right now. I'm kind of picky on mine. I don't like ones that taste like where you can taste the artificial flavors. This one, and specifically, there's another flavor I do like in this brand, but I feel like it tastes good. You know, it doesn't taste artificial. There's only one other brand that I've found that I really, really like, and it's the Trace Minerals. And this one's called the Power Pack, and I guess I have bought it like this, but I think they do sell it like this too, and like packaging like that, so that you don't have to have a bunch of these. But I personally don't like this watermelon. To me, it tastes too artificial. In this particular brand, I personally like the lime flavored one, because to me, it does not taste artificial. So those are just some suggestions as far as adding your electrolytes to get your minerals added back into, like, you know, especially specifically osmosis water. So you're going to thread now. As you can see, this is what it looks like. You can kind of see the threading on the inside of the blue areas there. And it just looks the same on both sides. So you're going to thread the VME onto the bottle with the water. And okay, glass bottles require being tightened more than plastic bottles. And it just simply goes on. Oopsies, my bad. Look, I can do it with one hand. Oh, I see that I kind of forgot something on there, but that's okay. So, and then I'm just going to tighten it, just not crazy tight, but just a little. And then now, oh, whoops. I forgot that I still have water in here. My bad. Hold on. Okay. So, you're going to thread the empty bottle onto the other side of the VME. And then, yeah, you just want to be sure that there's no water in it, because worst case scenario is you just get water all over the place. So you hold it up, thread it on. And now you've got this ready to rock and roll for you. And now you're going to flip the bottle so that the bottle with the water is on top. We're going to flip it here in a second. As you place the empty bottle, this guy, on level surface with one hand holding the bottom bottle as the other hand grasps the top bottle. Now I'm going to read through the instructions, and then we're going to do this, okay? Quickly move the upper bottle, which will be this one in a minute, in a circular motion counterclockwise a few times until the vortex forms, always making sure bottles are straight up and down. Allow all water to pass through to the lower bottle. Repeat again, counterclockwise circular motion. Next, repeat this process in clockwise direction 2 times. When complete, you have allowed the water to vortex through the ring and magnetic fields 4 times, okay? So basically you're just gonna, 2 on each side, right? And then he just notes, when using plastic bottles, if you notice the upper bottle flattening or denting after the first spin, slightly unscrew top bottle, allowing air to enter, retighten before next spin. The water will keep best if stored in glass or ceramic container in a refrigerator or cool environment. So what this is, and before I show you, I just want to help you to understand what we're doing, and I'm sure it makes sense to any intelligent being right now. You have just witnessed you're going to just witness what is called a free-flowing centripetal interwinding vortex. Centripetal movement aerates, energizes, and organizes the water's molecular structure. Spiral motion is everywhere. In the growth of plants, air currents, weather patterns, galaxies, atoms, electrons, our blood and DNA, the list goes on. In nature, it is the ongoing movement in rivers and oceans, creating continuous vortices that allow water to do the dance of life-supporting optimal health. Other uses for VME: energize your wine as it completely enhances taste and texture. For healthier plants and animals, like I mentioned earlier, and I forgot to say plants, but I definitely use my energetically cleansed water as well as my clean water for anything living. If it's alive, it needs clean, So healthier plants and animals, giving them vibrant, vital water. Watch how they respond. Like I mentioned, you see the difference. You can taste the difference upon the initial. It tastes clean. It tastes light. It's just, you're like, I don't know. There's just something amazing about it. You can taste the love, basically, because I always put intentions of love, healing, wholeness, wellness, generational wealth, health, inheritance, sovereignty, gratitude. You put whatever your intentions are. And then especially if you can specify it. So if I'm working with a particular animal that is having some stomach issues, I'll specifically in that water I'm making for that animal, make it with, specified intentions for what I specifically want to see healing on a quicker level, okay? Because over time, it makes a difference. And then he talks about the fact that this comes with a 2-year warranty. This warranty does not cover chipping of the magnets or damage of the threads due to misuse. Okay, so yeah, and then, so if you're interested, you can go to his website at www.vibrantvitalwater.com, and I'll include his information in my description, or in the comments probably. Because he gives detailed video description of different bottles to use, instructions, his scientific research. He gets way more, and you can hear his backstory, which that is what, like, this guy, he's the passion. He not only has this type of product, how you can make it for your own personal drinking water, for yourself, animals, and plants, but he makes these beautiful landscaping, like, installations that he can, give you a beautiful, like, water. It's kind of like a waterfall aspect outside, but it's energetically being cleansed. So he'll make these beautiful, like, dome, like, structures that, like, kind of look like the basis or the skeleton of a greenhouse, a circular greenhouse, right? When I say the skeleton, it's just because he uses the right, I'm pretty sure he uses, like, either PVC or copper, like, piping. And again, don't quote me if I'm incorrect about the type of material, but, something that would be similar concept to this. And then he'll put an installation up within your front or backyard, and you can go under it. Like, he has videos where he has these over hot tubs. Oh, and so, I mean, think about that. He has that system set up then where that hot tub is in a constant space of receiving energetically cleansed water. Like, basically, it would be the fountain of youth is, like, a good example, or, like, a good analogy to that, right? And he talked about how he's put these installations up for people, and he's watched them heal their health issues because of this. Super cool. I recommend you checking it out. Again, I just noticed it was 22:02 on the clock. This is confirmation that this is for you, that you might want to consider this. He doesn't even know that I am promoting his product for him. This is how much I think that this is a worthwhile product for anybody that this resonates with to look into. So, to get to the fun part of this, after this, I do want to read one crystal that he recommends as well. So, okay, you flip it. Now you're going to counterclockwise first, right? And you just get it enough I have to kind of do it like that. Now, I know, you can kind of see it. So see it up there? Tornado style coming down, and then it's coming all the way through, and you let it, and intentions of love, health, and wealth, and healing, and gratitude. And he mentions having one hand on each side. So now we're going to go clockwise. Love, healing, health and wellness, generational health, wealth, and inheritance, sovereignty, complete, whole, love. And this is, again, think about this. This goes back to the book, The Messages in the Water by Dr. Emoto, that you speak positive words into your water. It creates geometrically structured, beautiful, structured water that is now coming in to your DNA to help redefine, reprogram your current water cells, your molecular cells that are within your body, okay? So now we just do this 2 more times. Now clockwise or counterclockwise again. And you can see, and so I always, I ensure that it is health, wealth, love, abundance, prosperity, right? Gratitude. But making sure that tornado that is coming down, the centripetal, that it's got a good flow to it, Okay, so health, wealth, love, gratitude, forgiveness, freedom, sovereignty, complete, whole. And you don't have to say it out loud. You can say it internally. And that's the process. So you simply just let it all, continue all the way through, give it a minute and say, thank you. Obviously giving gratitude to the Vortex Magnetic or Vortex Magnetic Energizer, VME. Give thanks to the bottles. So you just kind of pull that off. I'll take this off, and I usually set mine on my bag to start it to dry out. Sorry. Now I have this, and I will top this off with a little corky. Now, boom. And this stuff I had already pre-prepped my water with my electrolytes, so that got cleansed as well. And now you have an amazing, I'm just going to show you how amazing this is. Oh, it's like, it just tastes so clean. I can't even explain how there's a huge difference. It's like, once you've realized that there is a huge difference in stressed out, cheap meat, if you're somebody that has eaten or is still eating meat, and if you've ever tasted stressed out meat versus grass-fed, range-free, unstressed out meat, and you taste that difference, you can taste the stress toxins in the meat where there was a super scary, horrific slaughter that occurred, and the way that the animal was taken care of, it was just in daily stress. You can taste those stress toxins. And then when it's a clean, grass-fed, range-free animal that grew up in peace, you don't taste that. You can taste that difference. Same thing here. You can taste the difference in water that has not had an energetic cleansing versus water that has. It's like, it just feels freer. It feels like, it doesn't feel so dense. That's how you feel. It lightens up. It gets like fluffy. It's weird. It's weird that I'm using that as a description word, but you'll know if you get one and try this. So not only, like I said, can you use this for yourself to help your body heal, but you can use it on your animals, your plants, and for helping others that are needing some good cleansed water, energetically cleansed water. If you have, friends or family members that are sick and you want to hook them up, cleanse some water for them. That's a huge, amazing gift of gold, my opinion. So the other thing that he does give with this, because this is something I do as well, all the water, the clean water that I have, before it's even cleansed energetically, I keep crystals around my water. You can keep them in the water depending upon the crystal, but yeah, within, obviously ensuring that those crystals have been cleansed and that you put your intentions of, love, gratitude, and, protection. But yeah, and then you keep them around the water. So he also includes within your purchase this little write-up on a crystal, and I'm going to pronounce it a little wrong, but it's lepidolite. Lepidolite, right? So sorry, right there. And then he says, or AKA Anchi crystals. So just to know this, Anchi crystals carry some of the Earth's original life-building patterns. They naturally balance the living electromagnetic field and protect it from detrimental influences. So this particular crystal only enhances what his product is doing, is what he's saying. So he's recommending to pick one of these up. And actually, he sends you a piece of this. That's right, because I still have mine. I forgot. So he sends it, which I completely forgot. I'm pretty sure I had one that he had sent with this. But I've moved so many times since then that, yeah. Okay, so informal testing with software designed to analyze chakras and energy fields demonstrated that these crystals have a balancing effect on the human energy field, okay? Anshi crystals were tested at St. Petersburg State Technical University in Russia and documented to influence the molecular structure of water. Subsequent testing at Penn State University verified these findings. The electromagnetic field surrounding Anshi crystals is powerful enough to induce the Ormus state in some of the minerals in the water. Almost immediately. These crystals have over 50 different minerals, including tourmaline, which I always have black tourmaline on me for safety and protection, and tourmaline is a great protection stone. Muscovite, mica, lepidolite, beryl, B-E-R-Y-L, topaz, and quartz. Quartz is always very, it's always a good stone. It's always good to have some quartz in your collection. They support the structure water, create Ormus, and draw hydrogen into the water. So this is a natural way that you can create your own hydrogen water, is by also incorporating these Anshi crystals, or lepidolite is the other name that you can refer to them as. But yeah, creating, and hydrogen is huge at helping to upgrade our DNA. Great for supporting the heart, throat, third eye chakras, also effective at cleansing radiation from the water and the environment. So these crystals, it's good to have one of these crystals around, whether in and around your water or just even in your space. It's a good cleansing stone. Place crystals in the bathtub, in the hot tub, or a swimming pool, or place next to your drinking water container to support the energy and vitality of your water. So anyways, it was 31:44 on the clock. That's a great number because that's actually 444. So that's a good place for me to try to wrap this up. Anyways, like I mentioned, this is a product I've been wanting to promote as another tool that you can, if you can put a little investment into something, this is a great investment because it not only helps yourself, but it can help many others. And you can create healing water for your friends and family. And so if you have any questions about this, let me know, but I will include this guy's information. And like I mentioned, go check him out. Like, his backstory is really cool, about him coming into his purpose, of feeling like he is not feeling, but being an ambassador for water. And so if you found this helpful, it would be great to hit the like button and let me know that you liked this type of video, because I'm going to go ahead and offer out my suggestions on other ways of staying high vibrational in your day and helping to heal your body, mind, and soul. So thank you so much for watching. As always, I am sending my love and my gratitude.